Hello and welcome guys to GetElite channel. Today we are discussing about C programming. This is very important topic for GATE as well as many companies also. Now look, what is C programming? Why is programming required? See, if two humans want to communicate with each other, we need a language. The language can be English, it can be Telugu, it can be Urdu, it can be Hindi, so and so. We have many languages. In the same way, if a human wants to communicate with a machine, we have programming language. The programming language are like C, C++, Java, Python, and many programming languages are there. So a programming language is necessary if you want to communicate with a machine, because machine can't understand English directly, it can't understand Telugu, it can't understand Hindi, so and so languages. So that's why we have some languages. These languages are called programming language because these languages can be understood by machine. So in this programming language we will write a program. The program means it is a set of commands written in a programming language. These commands will be executed by our machine. So what can we say about a computer? A computer is a powerful machine, but it is also dumb at the same time, because a computer can't think itself, it can't think about itself, it can't use its own intelligence, it will just execute our commands. But it is powerful means it will run fastly. For example, if you give a calculation to a human being to calculate some huge number, he will take some time. He will take a paper, he will take a pen, and he will do combinations, permutations, and so things, and he will write the answer. But for a machine, it will do very fastly compared to human. So that's why we can say that computer is a powerful machine, but at the same time it is also dumb. I think you understand. Note it down. But the programming language we will write is in this manner. Don't worry, we will understand in later lectures. But this is a programming language, this is a C language. Now, if machine wants to understand this language, it can't directly understand, because machine understands only 0-1 language, means binary language. Machine will understand only 0-1s, means binary language. But we can't understand binary language. If we want to write code in binary language, humans can't write it. So that's why humans invented some language. This is some high level language, means this is human readable language, and this is like English type, you can understand it. So humans can understand this, but machine can't understand it. So if machine can able to understand this language, human written, it needs a translator. A translator is necessary for understanding of this programming language to the machine. What is this translator? It can be compiler or interpreter. Now we will understand what is compiler and interpreter. Note it down. Now look at this. This is compiler, and the compiler it will translate human readable source language into target language program. Means I already told you the human readable program can't be understood by machine directly, so it needs a compiler. So this compiler will translate human readable languages like C programming into assembly level languages. These assembly level languages will be again converted to machine code, then machine will understand the language. Now note this down. Now look at here carefully. This is preprocessor. When we write the high language program, example C language, this will convert that high language program into pure high level language program, and compiler will take it. Compiler will translate that high level language program into assembly language. Assembly language will be taken by assembler and it will convert that into relocatable machine code, and this relocatable machine code will be taken by linker plus loader. It will convert it into executable code. I will explain you what about this. First, let us understand what is preprocessor. A preprocessor is a program that includes all the files specified in the main program, and it performs tasks of macro operations also. For example, take this C programming example. This is hashtag include stdio.h into main. Some function, some code is being written in this here, that is not required now. So first, when code has been written like this, when you execute this code, first preprocessor comes into picture. Preprocessor, what it will do? Preprocessor will include this hashtag stdio.h file. This will include the file. For example, in between we have some operations like printf. This is used to print our output on screen. For example, I have written printf1. This means 1 will be printed on the screen. But what about this printf? How will our printf function will be understood by the compiler or the machine? Because this printf will be already defined within this stdio.h file. So this preprocessor includes all the files specified with hashtag. This is its work. After the completion of preprocessing, it will modify the high level language into a easily high level language. After that, compiler comes into picture. Note it down. Now look at here. We are discussing about assembler and linker plus loader now. Assembler will take the output of compiler program. The compiler will generate assembly code. That assembly code will be took by assembler, and then it will translate that program into binary language. That binary language means 0-1 language. It can be understood by the machine, but it does not resolve external memory references. So these external memory references will be resolved by these two. So the assembler will produce relocatable machine code. This relocatable machine code will be took by linker plus loader. These two combo. So what linker will do, what loader will do? Loader is used to load the binary program into the memory. So if our program is in hardware, means the disk, then the loader comes into picture. The loader will load the program. Now the linker will resolve all the external references. For example, in our program, if I use this keyword, don't worry about what keyword, I will explain you. Extern int x, printf like this. Extern means our x is not at that place. We should go beyond that one to search for value x. If we found that value x later to the printf, then again we should come to this statement printf. That means this. So that linker will load all the external references. For example, our program won't be in one file only. It can be in multiple files. For example, this is a file. This is another file. This is first file. This second file. Our program is in two files. Some of the variables can be in this file. So to load this variable from this file, the linker comes into picture. So I think you have understood now. After this linker or loader, our machine program will run. So note this one. And thank you for watching the lecture. In our next coming lectures, we'll discuss about problems and how programming works.